I'm going to have a look now at the next stage of the operation. Right, that apparently should be all the bolts around this side. So what I need to do now is to turn it around, because there's a couple more things I need to get to on this side. Down the bottom here there's two 8mm bolt heads which I'm going to need to undo, so let's get them out. There's not much to this, to be honest with you, so once you've done it once, you'll be okay, I would imagine. Not that I should need to strip it down to this extent anymore, I wouldn't have thought. Again, all the bolts are really tight. Here we go. So the only two bolts I've really damaged at the moment, which shouldn't be a problem, those two I had to put the slots in. Here we go. I wouldn't say this has ever been apart. As I say, when I got this many years ago, 14 odd years ago, it was basically brand new. Someone had it and didn't use it, and I bought it off them. Right, on the top here now you've also got two Phillips screws. If I remove that again, socket, and put that back in there. And these are the two screws that hold the pull cord starter thing in place. They shouldn't be too tight actually, so it's only just going into plastic. So undo that one, and the one above it. Now, yeah, that's come off nicely. Get them out. Keep all the screws together. That casing should apparently just pop out. Right too, but they're probably stuck in there. There we go. And all you do with that is you feed that through the casing on the inside, because that's going to stay there, and hopefully this casing should now come off. What's this here? Oh, that's where you fill the oil up from. This apparently just pulls up now. There we go. What's holding that there? There we go. That's it. Now we're out of the way. Right, that can go over the back. And what we've got to do now is to rotate that back round the other way. I will give all this a blowout as well actually, to just ensure there's no cobwebs and shite in there. But okay, what we need to do now is to lift the engine away from the base plate. The reason for that is that this governor arm bolt is connected down here, and we can't actually get a spanner on it down there. So the way we deal with that is to actually tip the engine up, and underneath we've got up here we've got two bolts which we can just undo there, and that should then in turn separate, or at least allow us to wedge something in there to get the governor arm out. So bear with me. Do that right now. They're okay. They're not too bad. That's just the front of the engine mounting to the base plate basically. Over there. Got it in a right old mess. And drop that back down there. And all I can do now then is to just lift up the engine and just wedge a screwdriver in there. And that now allows me to get to our governor spring. Let's get you a bit nearer. There's the nut there, there's the governor arm obviously, and we can now gain access to that nut to undo, because we've got to remove the governor arm. So again, I can do that with a 10mm spanner or socket, and I'm just going to undo that now. It's a pinch bolt on the little rod that sticks out there, so I've just undone that. And up here you've got a governor spring and also a linkage up there, which you can't really see at the moment, but I can. Here you've got a governor spring, and up there you've got a linkage arm which it goes in, so those are two things which I'm going to have to just be wary of as well. So I'm going to unhook the governor spring. It's just done there. Take it right out of the way. As you can see, there it is there, little governor spring. I know which way it goes back, I've already logged it. Let's put that over there. And I can see the linkage at the top there, it just swivels out. So if I just pull on this, bit of persuasion, there we go. The governor arm is out, and it's just one of those little turn it half sideways, and the governor arm is now out, so I can put that over there as well to one side. And all I now do is to actually remove the air filter cover, which, as I say, has probably never been out, definitely not since I've had it. Don't know if it'll be dirty, not sure. Oh, that's totally powdered. It's totally turned to powder, that air filter. There you go. I don't know if that prizes out in some sort of holder. No, that's going to need a new air filter. What I'm going to do is, rather than that turn to powder and risk dropping powder everywhere, I'm just going to go and get a hoover and basically suck it out. Right, that's the hoover here. Just switch it on. That's just totally terrible. Right, that's the air filter out. I've now got to take out them two little bolts there. So once we've got that off, there's a little metal gasket on there, I think, as well. I don't want to damage that. Yes, there we go. That little gasket comes off. Put that back over there. And now, the whole carb should now come away, which it does. And there's the offending item, which is probably stopping this thing from running, because it's all gummed up. So I'm just going to have a little clear up now and then move this out of the way, and then I'll get back. Right, okay, that is the governor spring linkage, as you can see there. That's what we took off of the actual governor control arm there. That was in there like that, so I'm going to just take that off of there so we don't lose it, and just put it on there loosely, just so I don't misplace it. Then I'm going to undo the base of the float bowl. That's just a 10mm. Get it on there. Undo that. I don't know what condition this is going to be inside. There's a little fibre washer on there, so make sure you don't lose that, or remember to put one back on if you're not going to use the same one. Now I'd imagine that this is all gummed up. I'm having trouble getting it off. That should just come off there easily. I'm just going to give it a couple of light taps, just to free up the seal. It sits on a rubber seal. There we go. Oh, that stinks. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's terrible in there. That is so corroded up. I'm going to have to give that a real good clean up. I'll probably have to put this in the Sonic bath, to be honest with you. If you can see inside there, let's get you. Let's have a look. Look, I can see that. Look at the state of that. All corrosion around there. I don't know what it is. Some sort of I'm hoping I can repair this. I'm not too sure, but we'll give it a go anyway. So that's that. I'm going to take the hoses off. That's the overflow hose there, so I'll just remove that. Put it over there. I'm going to pull the pin out to take the float off. As you see, the float is actually solid. The float's not even moving. I don't know whether this is going to be refurbishable. Let's put a bit of that in there first, see if we can free anything up. Yeah, that's well and truly stuck, isn't it? As I say, I'm not sure if that's corrosion in there or well, I don't know what it is. I don't want to break the tab on it because there's a little tab there which where the needle holds onto, so I've just got to be careful. I'd imagine that needle is going to be stuck in this little channel there. Here we go. Oh, that's terrible. No, we didn't break it, so we've got the float off. But the needle, I would suggest, is stuck in there. Let's have a look. I'm not going to try and pull that out at this time. I'm going to leave that for the sonic bath to do its work. There's a couple. I can take some jets out of there. That's the main jet there. That's obviously going to be well blocked up, but I can actually take that out. Yeah, we've got it undone. Them threads are really gummy. I'll be surprised if we can get this running, to be honest with you, looking at the state of this carburetor. It's a very fine-tuned piece of equipment, a carb, so it's out and it's totally blocked. Totally, no, can't see any daylight through that whatsoever. So I don't hold much hope for this carburetor, to be honest with you. So, but we'll see what a sonic bath can do to it anyway. Then you've got the tick over adjustment screw there, which I'll take out. The jet there, which I took out on the main jet, I've just taken out the. If it was running rough on full load, that would be the jet that would have been blocked. And there's the mixture screw up here. Sorry, that was the mixture screw I just took out, and this is the slow running screw, so I'm just withdrawing that now. As I say, I don't hold up too much hope for this, to be honest with you. So this is the actual slow running screw. The mixture screw was the one that's got a tapered edge on it. And underneath that is the slow running jet, and this is the one, if it was hunting or whatever on no load, this would be the one that would be partially blocked. But we'll take it out and have a look at it anyway. I don't know, it looks, I can see through it. No, it is blocked. So that one's blocked as well. So there's another one. And I think basically we're down to as far as we can go with the strip down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into the log cabin, get the sonic bath out and boil up some hot water with some probably some white spirits or something, and drop this lot in and just see what sort of crap comes out of it. Right, this is my sonic ultrasonic cleaner, and I'm just going to put some hot water in there, into the bath part of it. Now, as I say, I'm not holding up too much hope for this carburetor, but we'll give it a go anyway. If not, I'll have to buy a new carb. Right, so I've just filled that up with hot water, and I'm going to put some white spirit in there. Let's get that up here. Or turpentine substitute, just to help as a releasing agent, hopefully. And I've also got this little tub here as well, which is just a takeaway tub, which I'm going to float in there, and also put some terps in there as well. I'm doing this for the smaller stuff. The hot water will heat that up. Okay, right, okay, I'm back. Well, the light's a bit better in it. I don't know if you can see that carb, the actual state of it. I don't want to get it without it distorting. The needle jet is still stuck right in there, if you can see. Look at it, absolutely. There you go, look, you can see it now. Look, absolutely filthy. I didn't take the chance of pulling that up, pulling that out. So I'm just going to drop that into the main body of the ultrasonic cleaner with this, the float bowl. Let that sink to the bottom. And these smaller parts I'm just going to put into this bath of terps and just see what we do with them in there. The reason why I'm putting them in here is because the holes in this wire mesh, they'll drop to the bottom, and any sediment that does come off will fall to the bottom, and I don't want them floating about in the bottom basically. So we'll turn it on. Now the temperature, it's got a heater in it by the way, but I don't need to wait for the heater because I've already put hot water in it. So I'm going to set the time to 5 minutes, which it is. It's telling me the water temperature is about 50 degrees at the moment. I've got the heater switched off. Let's get you in a better position so you can actually see. And let's see what we can achieve by turning this on. I'm going to stick it on for 5 minutes first of all. Here we go. Right, we just had 5 minutes. Let me just lift that one out. I can see lots of bits of grit in there. That's probably cleaned quite a bit of that out, I would imagine, but this is the main thing here. There's still lots of residue in there, but it's going to need another go in there. Probably turn it round that way a bit, I suppose. Yeah, it's loosened all that stuff off. I don't know what that was. It looks like just gunk. Oh, that's hot. Now I don't know whether or not that needle were left out now. Let's have a quick little look. Let's use them. Oh, that's absolutely really gummed up. I don't know if that's going to be salvageable. I really don't, but we'll drop that in there anyway and see what that does. I'm going to turn that round. I mean, it's loosened everything up on there, there's no two ways about that. Let's just turn it round and put that back in again. Get that out of there. Oh, I keep forgetting that's hot water in there. Get that over there. Put that in there again. And let's see if we can free off some of that stuff on the little needle. Right, I've just taken the main body of the carb out and give it a blow with the air blower. Now, as you can see, it is a lot cleaner, and I've just literally now just squirted it with some carb clean as well, because obviously if it's very gummy inside, the carb clean hopefully should help free it off. So I'm just gonna give it a bit more of that. And let that sit for a bit. And then we'll drop it back in for another 5 minutes and see what that does. And give it a go. Right, we've had 15 minutes in there now, and I think you'll see that it's actually now pretty spotless. Now I don't know about the insides, but that's the beauty of the ultrasonic cleaner. It vibrates everything inside, and I'm hoping that all that crap in there is loosened off. So I'm just going to give it a blowout now. And if you look at the lid as well, let's put that there for a minute. This was still crudded up after 5 minutes, but I think you can see in there it's virtually spotless in there now, so that's back to new condition again. Bit of rubber stuck on there. So I'm just going to give it an air blow and then we'll get back to it again.